Making a budget is easy, but creating a financial system that works for you, well, that's a different story. In this video, I'll be breaking down why your budget is not working for you. I'll give you tips on how to create a system that works for you, that supports your goals, your lifestyle, and a peace of mind. I came from humble beginnings. I didn't even know what budgeting was. But eventually I realized that my finances were not working for me. I started making a regular income and struggled with paying regular bills. So I decided to take a financial class in order to understand better how I could save more money. Really, that was my goal, was to have more money in my account. I didn't really understand the full picture. I didn't really have a vision of how it was supposed to be. I just wanted to see a little bit more in my account. I had lack of interest in it and I didn't understand the vision. I didn't look into long term. I didn't understand what making money work for you meant. I didn't know what growth looked like in a financial space. All I wanted to do is make sure that I had some money before my next paycheck. I realized that this wasn't enough. So what I used to do was writing it down in a loose sheet of paper and coming up with a saving goal for that month and writing down my expenses or my bills, and that was it. And the rest was kind of made up in my mind. Eventually, my goals started to shift. I realized that it wasn't the saving number that I needed, but I wanted to do more things. I wanted to travel more. I wanted to go see family, and I wanted to build wealth. I wanted to have more money. And my budget did not reflect that at all. My budget only showed my bills and what I had to pay rather than reflect what I wanted to do. I needed more than a simple budget. I needed to start tracking my expenses, planning for events that I wanted to attend, and actually put into perspective if I was able to attend depending on my expenses. I needed to plan month to month and understand if I was moving in the right direction, if I was moving in the direction of my goals, rather than being in the place that I was, in a stagnant place. I started making more money, and I also realized that even though my income had increased, I still didn't have any leftover money after expenses. And that's when I realized that budgeting alone was not working for me. I didn't need budget planning. I needed structure. So I changed my budgeting on my little loose sheet of paper into an actual notebook, and eventually I switched to a digital version on the Numbers app on my MacBook. It worked for a while, but it still lacked what I was looking for. I was still kind of doing the same thing, but I lacked that vision, the goals that I always bring up. So I went to YouTube University and learned how to create my own tracker and financial system that actually works for me. So I took days to create this financial system that included a monthly budgeting, a tracking page, and a dashboard to actually give me a visualization of my expenses, savings, and also income. Eventually, the more I used it, the more I saw the need to have a net worth tab and other information that helped sustain and support my goals. And there is a common theme here, and it's evolving. I started from a place where I just wanted to save more, so that's what reflected in my savings. But I evolved into a place where I had goals that I needed to fulfill, and I knew that I wasn't able to fulfill it. Therefore, my budget evolved with me. I started tracking more, but that wasn't enough. So I evolved into the next step, and it was to create my own tracker. And I'm still evolving today. But that's the key theme. Your budget is failing you because it is not evolving with you. The biggest shift was to realize that I wasn't making a budget to pay bills. I was making a budget that would work for me, that would work for what I wanted to do. I shifted from survival mode to budgeting to invest, to give back, and most importantly, to rest. As a result of this new system, I actually created buckets and accounts that can also fulfill this vision. So now I do have an account for bills. I have an account for travel. I have an account for fun things that I can do / rest, like a good massage. I have an account for my home since I have a mortgage. And I have another account for a peace of mind, where if something comes up that doesn't fall under any categories, I can use that account. Basically, I became organized instead of being driven by emotions. And today, I am never second guessing my expenses. I never have to worry about if a bill gets covered or not. The key point here is that you don't need to do everything that I do. But what you need to do is to reflect on your goals, on your visions for your life. If your budget is not working for you, it's not because you're not good with money. It's because your system has not evolved with you. The system didn't grow when you were growing. Personally, things that helped me were tracking everything, creating different accounts to support those goals, and also visualizing my progress with dashboards. Start simple with what feels manageable, maybe on your phone. There are so many digital products out there. Or write it down, which is the easiest way. You don't need to be perfect, but you do need to start with your own version. And you do need to be consistent in evolving with that version. Budget is not about restriction. It's about clarity, it's about freedom, and it's about choice. Thank you for watching today, and I would love to hear what part of your budget you would like to improve. And if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. And I'll also link the video on systems that have changed my life.